Okay, so what's your name?
Brent C.
And what is your career?
I am a client service coordinator at Central Iowa Detention.
And what education is necessary for that position?
High school diploma.
Okay, and what education do you have?
I have a Bachelor of Arts degree in criminology from the University of Northern Iowa.
Okay, what led you to this career?
An interest in criminology overall and being in the corrections field satisfies that.
Okay, what led you to the corrections field?
I think just being able to help the community that you're in, even if it's the criminals in the community, people to help.
Very neat. What are the positives of your career?
I think just seeing accomplishments on other community members' faces, even if it's the kids or their parents, just being happy with them.
Very neat. What are the negatives of your career?
Nearly everyone that you work with doesn't want to be working with you.
Tricky. What skills or qualities do you think are necessary for somebody with your position?
I think there's a lot of patience and there's a lot of optimism. I mean, you have to always have a positive outlook.
Okay. And what are your responsibilities at the Juvenile Detention Center?
I am in charge of kind of running program, making sure that the kids are where they're supposed to be, helping out other staff if they need it, making sure everything's on time and done correctly.
What do you mean by helping out staff?
If another staff has issues with another juvenile that's at the center, or if another staff has issues with getting something completed that they need done, such as supper or needs recreation look over, showers completed sooner, things like that.
Okay, what do you mean by issues with the juveniles?
Sometimes the juveniles are not the most upstanding citizens that we have in our communities, and they do cause issues with one another. Sometimes that leads to fights or just verbal arguments, and we try to make sure that we keep those to a minimum.
Okay. Does that mean you'd recommend physically fit for your position?
Yeah, I think it's definitely an advantage to be in shape.
Very neat. Can you describe what a typical day might look like for you?
Definitely just a lot of interactions with the juveniles. Obviously, there's going to be some one-on-one time with different kids. There's going to be some time where it's just you and a bunch of the kids. But otherwise, it's a lot of interactions with them in different settings, whether you're in the gym or you're in calisthenics or you're in a group setting or watching TV or movies with them. It's just a lot of interactions.
Do you find your interactions more positive or more negative?
More positive than anything. I'd say there's days that go by where there's no negative interactions, but they do occur.
Okay. And how are you evaluated?
I am evaluated by a group of 9 administrators and then 1 executive director. The 9 administrators, usually about 3 of them every 6 months to a year, will have a sit down and a review meeting with me to make sure that I'm keeping up on everything I need to be keeping up on, doing all my responsibilities.
Which are?
Right now I am in charge of vehicle maintenance at the detention center. I'm also in charge of the JCS in-home billing. I have different administrators that overlook those 2 different aspects, and they're the ones I work with the most compared to the other administrators, and usually it's their review that I care about the most.
Very neat. And if there was somebody interested in a position similar to yours, what advice would you give them?
I would say to make sure that you remain optimistic about everything that you're going to be expecting.
All right. Thank you very much.